self-love, and possibly who is on their way or who has their eye on you. Hi everyone, welcome to In Nature Tarot. This is a kind of fun special edition video for the month of February, but it is timeless, of course, so whenever you're watching this still applies. But this is going to be a lovely kind of, I don't know, just an energy boost for my single Pringles out there who are single and kind of maybe are feeling a little down or disappointed or feeling that kind of pressure that Valentine's kind of brings. So this is going to be just a fun, lighthearted video of encouragement, self-love, and possibly who is on their way or who has their eye on you. So let's get into the pick a card portion. Welcome to the group selection. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time. This is group 1, 2, 3, and 4. Timestamps are going to be listed down below in the description box so you can fast forward to your group, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading for my beautiful single Pringles. This is going to be an empowering kind of feel-good video all about being single this time whenever you are stumbling upon this. So we are going to get into kind of encouragement, current energy, and then stick around to the end where we dive into Thank You Next based on the beautiful song by Ariana Grande. What is coming next in your love life? So we are just going to get started with, let's do some tarot first. Let's shuffle what your kind of current energy is, current messages that you need to hear. What is happening, group 1? Ooh, we have the Prince of Cups. Beautiful. So I feel like you are definitely just on this beautiful self-discovery journey, or kind of re-finding who you are. You're kind of feeling happy again, things are finally feeling bright and moving forward, and there's this just shift in your energy where you're I finally feel like you are possibly healing, transforming, just feeling good in your skin again. Ooh, 9 of Cups, lots of Cups energy here. And we have the 7 of Cups, back of the deck, 6 of Torches. Ooh, yeah, you are just feeling fiercely put together. I get the kind of feeling of you're feeling really fulfilled and whole and satisfied and emotionally happy, and you aren't really looking for anyone. I feel like even if you are on a dating site, I feel like you just are no one really is catching your eye. No one's really hitting the mark, but you also just don't care. You're I just don't, I'm really enjoying this kind of self-discovery, this self-love, this journey, kind of just being there for myself and kind of working on things and enjoying a stress-free life. I feel like in the past, relationships have shown you just hard times or anxiety or difficulties or just draining your energy. And then right now, you're just feeling you're working on completing yourself and filling your cup back up and making time for friends, making time for hobbies, making time for career. If you're working on building a career for yourself, you're really just focusing on yourself in a very selfish way, but a necessary selfish way, a very beautiful selfish way. You know, with the 6 of Torches here, you've learned some lessons, you've walked the path, you're kind of coming to terms with the lessons that you've learned from these past people is kind of the energy I'm getting. You're kind of putting it all together. You're okay, well, even though maybe that person wasn't good for me or whatever happened, I'm now seeing the benefit of being with that person. And it's almost you're I can't wait to get into the thank you next part where we see what is coming next, because you're in just a very vibrational energy where love could easily come to you, but you're also not focused on it. I feel like here with the Seven of Cups, especially in this deck, like you're really focusing on your choices, your happiness, like what, this is almost like the year where you're just like, I don't care. Like if someone comes in, cool, but like I'm not going to lower my standards anymore. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to find my cups. You're like on this journey of finding yourself and like adapting the lessons to mold and help you grow into this new person and have different boundaries and different non-negotiables in relationships and standards. And you just don't have time for the fluff. So I feel like you are very like, even though you don't want it or don't care about it, I feel like you are very close to attracting someone, because you are in this energy of not looking, not searching, not yearning. There's no anxiousness of like, I need to find someone to complete me. I need someone to find like a balance or something. Like you're on this journey of like, I am who I am. And I feel like happy in my skin. I feel happy in who I am. I feel happy just like all around you. Just like for the first time in a long time, you feel like happy without things. It's just like coming from within. And it's like, I feel like you've been in this place before, this like happiness, and then you got into a relationship and maybe it was like another lesson that you hadn't learned, and so you repeated it again. And like in that relationship, it drained that happiness that you had. And so now you're back on that happiness, but now that happiness is another level, if that makes sense. It's like you learned the lesson. You're like, cool. Learn the lesson. Karma and like your ancestors and whomever is like, okay, you made it. You succeeded. You learned your lesson. You know, you learned it the hard way. And now you're in this really, really peaceful energy of just shine and bright and happiness and golden. And it's just a really beautiful energy to be in. And it's hard to get there. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of healing. It takes a lot of self-realization. It takes a lot of time, because healing is super messy. It's not linear. It's not like, oh, okay, to get over this person, I'll just cry and heal for 3 months or 6 months or whatever. It's like, no, you could be good. You go through that process and then like 3 months later, it just hits you like a truck, like out of nowhere. Or you bump into them or see them with someone, or like there's some like something happens and like it just puts you all the way back to day one, and then you're like, what the hell happened? But that's like healing. And like I feel like it was like it was messy for you. And like, so now that you're in this energy, you are like protecting it, and you're like, if anyone, you're like a bad bee, you know, flip-flop the gender, but like I think men can also be bad bees, you know, like, but you're in this energy of like, my happiness is so much more important than a crappy person in my life. And I feel like you're the kind of person that has just a really beautiful soul, a soft heart. And I feel like you see the benefit of, you give people the benefit of the doubt. Is that what it's called? Like you see the possibility, you see the potential in people, but you're not doing that anymore because you've tried that. You've tried giving people chances, but they're on their own journey, and your time and energy and happiness is much more precious than helping someone get through their stuff. Beautiful. We love to see it. Let's see what else we have for you. Let's go through these oracle cards, and then we'll get to the beautiful thank you next portion. We have ask for help from others. Yeah, so I think right now you're really focusing on rebuilding your friendships, maybe even like finding new friendships. You're kind of broadening your horizon. You're trying new activities. I feel like maybe, yes, ask for help from others, but this feels like more of building a community, building a network, building hobbies, busyness, like fun, like scheduled into your life. So if someone does come in, you won't put all your eggs in one basket. You won't put them on a pedestal. Like, you'll be like, well, I've got like a really great group of friends. I've got like these trips planned. I've got this, like, you know, so it's like it creates this really beautiful balance. So when someone does come into your life, it's not just focused upon them only. You've got things going for you, you know? Hell yeah. All right, we have courage. I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah, I feel like you are just becoming, like you're blossoming. Like you planted the seeds like 6-8 months ago, and now you are seeing all your hard work kind of pay off. You're seeing your blossom come back. You're seeing your fierce attitude come back. Your non-negotiables. Like, you're not, like, if you are going on dates and like you see some, like, you're just not giving people second chances. Like, as soon as you see what you need to see, you're like, done. I'm on to the next. I'm not sticking around to see if, oh, they maybe have good potential. No, you're not doing that anymore. Which, let's just do a round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back. Very good. We love to see it. We don't have time for that. We all just went through a pandemic, and you know what? Time is precious. Don't waste it on someone that has potential when there are people just as good as you out there in the world, or better. Okay. New Earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Ooh, yes. I think you are like, what I get with this card is like new beginnings, new transitions, new way of being, thinking, spiritually, mentally, physically. I feel like you have this vision of what your perfect partner is, what you want your life to be. Maybe it's like settling down and having kids. Maybe it's with a partner going on adventures all the time. Maybe it's a mixture of both. Whatever it is, like holding that vision. I just saw 1111. Hold that vision because it's meant to come true. Like, the thing about dreams and fascinations and like things that we're drawn to, like, they're not coincidental, like that you are drawn to wanting a certain life, like a wedding or a family or a travel. Like, there's a reason that you have these visions and daydreams. Is because you're meant to do it. Like, because not everyone has the same daydreams and fantasies. Like, so yours are uniquely yours so that you can accomplish them. You know, that's it. All right, so we have, it's also time to release negativity. I feel like you are working on that. You've already been doing that, but you are just, it's a process, you know, it takes some time. And I think you are really working on just releasing negativity, not in just past relationships, but also yourself, like the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you see yourself, the way that you feel about yourself. You're kind of transitioning into this more embracing, beautiful, I love myself energy. Snaps for that. All right, and for your self-care, we have deep breathing. This will definitely help you just transition out of anything else that's just stuck. Like, there is this energy of you healing yourself, letting things go, being open to like the changes and things. Like, you're not searching for these things. You're just like, you're pleasantly welcoming these things should they come, and whenever they come, you're like, yeah, you do you. Universe, you surprise me. You let it come when it needs to come. So let's get you a self-care affirmation. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but let's read it. There we go. I just got super distracted. Maybe like someone's gonna come into your life and distract you, and like, so like this is all prepping you to stay very stable and grounded. Again, like building that community, a solid community. So you have hobbies, you have activities, you're busy. but you're not too busy that you can't allow new friendships, new relationships into your life. Okay, I am on the next step to my healing. I listen to my body's messages and see myself as whole and healed. I am taking responsibility. I am aware there's something I can do to change. Yeah. I feel like you're also just being more, like, less victim mentality, being like, he treated me bad or she treated me bad. You're like, the reason why I got myself into that relationship is because I didn't love myself enough, or I didn't see the red flags at first and like actually act upon them, or I didn't communicate my needs. And so you're taking that victim mentality and flipping it into like, well, how did I contribute in this? What was like, because I was a part of it too, you know? So I feel like you're getting out of that victim, sad, woe is me mentality into a very more powerful, I am me powerful. Okay, let's get into what next is in love, because you are in a perfect energy to kind of bring that in. Yeah, transformation. Ooh, this is like, again, with that new earth energy here, you've transformed yourself so much that you're going to be attracting like a different, I keep on wanting to say breed, a different breed of men or women or whatever, you know, you're attracted to. Flip-flop, neutralize it if you need to. But I feel like I think you're going to be surprised. You might need to be a little bit more open-minded about the people that you do attract, because they're going to be on your level now. Like, it's like a different energy. So we have the 9 of Swords, but it came upside down. So yeah, I see like your boundaries being like strong AF. Like you're not really like letting people walk over you, so you're filtering out people really quick. Like you're not really letting people walk over you. And so like with that and the transformation, like you're attracting like a completely different breed. But let's see what's next in love, please. Group 1, next in love. Okay. Let's see what the first one was. Ooh, we have obsession. Let me get something, because YouTube and, you know. So we have obsession here. Ooh, I feel like you've been worried about like finding someone that can keep things spicy, maybe because you've had toxic partners in the past. You're worried about finding, you know, fun bedroom time. And I think this person's going to be really respectful, inspiring, but I think they're going to take you to a different level of, you know, bedtime hour, if you will. Ooh, and we have the Mother of Pentacles. We have the Star. This person, like, is just really, like, honest, open, receptive, yeah, inspiring. I feel like they could be someone, like, very creative, or like a free thinker, or someone involved with change, movement, like very humanitarian, like, or even like if their job is kind of normal, like the way that they think and speak and act is very like open-minded. They might like to have discussions and like get really deep and learn about people's views and like learn where people are from and their backgrounds. They're very curious. Again, I feel like the spice will be there, so don't worry about the spice. And we have the Mother of Pentacles. I feel like they are gonna like treat you right, like emoji nail painting. Like they're gonna treat you so good. Like they're gonna like want to like worship you. I probably should put something over her tatas because YouTube. But I feel like there's going to be this like worship at your feet, like wanting to like give you things, take you places, have experiences. I feel like this person, you know, like has their life together, like just how you do. And I feel like they also like have done the work to become happy. Like they have done the work too, just as much as you have to like it just feels really beautiful and like really exciting. So let's dive in to your romance angels. We've got release your ex. Yeah. So you're already on that path. I think it's just, you know, it's taking its time. Let it take its time. If your ex pops into your head, let it happen. And just be like, well, I'm moving on. But like I said, healing is messy. It's not linear. Just let it happen. Passion, yeah. Again, I feel like this person is just going to pop out of nowhere. Like when I was trying to read your affirmation card, I got so distracted and like wandery, and I feel like something like that is going to happen where you just all of a sudden are like, whoa, hold on, I'm so distracted. Maybe you accidentally are like late to work, or like you bump into someone, or something in that regard. So that's all I have for you, my beautiful single Pringles. I love you. And feel free to give the video a like, a comment. I'd love to hear from you down below. Send a little heart emoji if you'd like. And yeah, till next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your reading. And so we are going to be getting into encouragement cards. I'm like, where am I going with this? We're going to start with some kind of feel-good cards. We're going to read your current energy, and stay tuned for the end where we are going to be diving into Thank You Next, inspired by beautiful Ariana Grande. What is coming in next for you in love? Because who doesn't want to know that? So we are going to get started here. But first, I'm going to plug my little Instagram page. Here you go. You can't even see my hand. Boop. There you go. Okay. Follow me on Instagram. I post a lot more stuff. So let's get your current energy, group 2. Ooh, what is this spicy card? The Devil. All right. What is current group 2's current energy? On the floor. Interesting. Okay, we got the Prince of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. And let's get one more card. King of Cups on the back. Hold on. One more card. There it is. High Priestess and Death. Sneaky little death card there. Okay. Let's set us up here. I got no space. I feel really like goofy, I guess. I don't know, maybe you're just finally feeling like a little bit, just after a dark time, I feel like you're just kind of feeling like this little boy, like just having fun, sitting on a cow, playing with a coin. Like, I feel like you were just feeling very like whimsical, excited, just, I feel like you're feeling like your goofy self again. Like, I feel like you like to have conversations with people. I feel like you like to make people laugh. Maybe you do comedy, or maybe like people have been like, oh, you should get into comedy. Something like that. But I feel like you're kind of coming out of this like darker period. I mean, when we're filming this, we just kind of came out of Venus retrograde, which I don't know for you, but for me, like it was like very testing of past and love and romance and healing, and oh God, it just wasn't fun. It was really messy. It was very hard to get through that time frame, and it was a lot of like back and forth, battling with myself, back and forth of like my ex coming back into my life, just like the most extreme Mercury retrograde. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what, why are we doing this? What is happening? Why do we, yeah, I feel like that's kind of the energy that you kind of were in, like just this like blah, like what the heck is happening? And then like almost like something just like snapped, like a light switch just kind of went off, and then you kind of just feel like your youthful self again. Like you're, you know, in the northern hemisphere here, like spring is kind of like starting, you know, the weather's kind of starting to feel like spring a little bit, depending on where you live, but like there is this kind of happiness, excitement kind of in the air a little bit. You can kind of feel it. Just, you're feeling just like really joyful and playful again, and excited, and yeah, just motivated. And with the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like you are, I feel like your standards are different. I feel like the past 2 years with this pandemic and all of it, and let's not get into all the details because we all went through it, but you just have weighed the pros and cons of what's important to you, and what you do and don't want in your life, in a really beautiful, wise way. And I feel like your goals are different than they were 2 years ago before this all happened. There's a different spirit and energy about you. You've kind of gone through this transformation, this death, rebirth here. I mean, we have the devil on the end, you have the death on the other end, and in the middle here is this youthful joy, finding your footing again, this grounding energy, as well as just getting in touch with a more spiritual aspect of yourself, especially as we enter this new chapter of what the world is going through. You've started this journey too, where I think some people have started before you, some have started later, but you are in this like energy here of, you've just been through stuff where like it has now shifted you and shaped you into a completely different person. You know, you're leaving behind like things that don't serve you. You're kind of investigating maybe your darker aspects of like your shadow side, maybe habits, addictions, crutches, and you're kind of starting to take responsibility of your life. You know, you're really seeing what's important to you, where you want to grow your life. With the High Priestess here, like you're just starting to like tap into that more intuitive side of yourself and listening to what makes you happy, and like following your heart and following your goals. And even if your goals aren't like crazy lofty, like for example, I mean, I think every goal is lofty for the individual, but like some people, for instance, one of their goals is to start a business and be self-employed. But if like that's not your thing, like that's not your goal. But if your goal is to, for example, and I feel like this is much more your energy, your goal this year is maybe more to maintain your happiness, to work on your healing, to grow your spiritual practice, you know, examples like that. But I feel like that's more of your focus, is cultivating more fun into your life, more joyful moments as we transition into this kind of newer chapter of our lives, and kind of you're just shaking off the old dust and transitioning into this more, you're like metamorphosizing, like you're transitioning into like a butterfly here. And then we also have, why is this crooked? I feel crazy because it keeps on going crooked, but I think my camera's crooked. I'm sorry. And then we have the King of Cups here, back of the deck energy. This is your goal. This is your goal for this year, is to embrace this relaxed love energy, happiness, fulfillment, Like, that's your main goal, is just to feel good this year. Like, you don't need any crazy lofty goals. Your main focus is just like to enjoy life, like to really enjoy life. I recommend that you document this year as much as possible. Be obnoxious about how much you document it. And then you can look back upon like all the beautiful experiences that you've created. Or like, for example, I have a jar, and I think I saw this on TikTok or something, a jar, and I just labeled it good moments of 2022. And every time something beautiful happens or I accomplish something, for example, one of my accomplishments are like every time I read a book, like finish a book, I put it in the jar. And so like at the end of the year, I can look through it and see all the beautiful moments and to just reflect on the good times. Okay, so we're going to leave those here. We are going to go into your oracle cards here. If you believe, yeah. I feel like there's hesitation in you. You don't think that you can like shift out of this. Or like you're still in the process, the messy process of shifting. But I feel like there's a lot of things that you're trying to create and work on and pursue. And this is messages here, like, if you believe you can do it, if you dream that you have these goals, then you can do it. You know, start putting action into it. Maybe it's something like, I would love to read more books. Start dedicating less Instagram and Reels and TikTok and read more. Maybe it's like, I want to get into painting. I want to learn a skill. I want to, study this. Like, put the time in it. Like, start to put your priorities in order and believe that you can create the life that you want to create. Because the thing about dreams and goals and daydreams is everyone has different daydreams and goals that they think of day to day. And the reason that we all have different ones is because we're all meant to manifest those. And so that's the reason why we have dreams, is because it's guidance to be like, you're meant to do it. So that's why we're putting it in your head. So just keep that in mind. All right, discipline. I accomplished what I set my mind to. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like you're turning up the dial of responsibility. You're like, whoop. You're no longer waiting for an opportunity to fall in your lap. You're no longer waiting for someone to come and fix you, or you're now seeking that. You're looking for that. You are creating your own manifestations. You're creating what you want. So you are really setting yourself goals and ambitions, and you're really focusing on having the discipline, the 10 of Pentacles, to really work on it and focus on it, and like something that is long lasting and has longevity, not something that's quick and fleeting. Like, your energy is very stable and thoughtful after such a big shift and change. We have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Yeah, I feel like you are really either like learning about your intuition, especially with that High Priestess here, but you're also like growing your intuition. Like, you're really understanding how to listen to it, even for like little things. Like, for example, I had like one of those to-go cups, and I was coming back in my car, and I put it in the back seat, like leaned up against my bag, and I went to, I parked, I was going home, and I was about to pull the bag out, and my intuition was like, that cup is gonna spill. If you just pull the bag, you should probably pull the cup, grab the cup first. And I didn't listen, and then I pulled the bag and the cup spilled. And so it's like learning to find like those little intuitive hits and like just noticing them. And once you can notice them, you can start to listen to them more. And another really funny one was when it was really snowy. My doorway has like an overhang for the snow, and the snow was like halfway melted. It was like, I don't know, 20 inches like long. And I was coming into my house and my intuition was like, that's gonna fall like on you. And I was like, yeah, okay. So then I like literally walked under it like for 2 seconds, and in those 2 seconds it fell on me. And I just had to laugh because I was like, yep, you were right, intuition, and I completely ignored you. I could have like maybe waited another second, or I could have like poked it and like had it fall or something, but so it's like you're starting to like recognize the patterns and listening to that little voice and like trusting it and being able to decipher it from other voices in your head. All right, we have your commitment is being tested. There's a lot of cards, oracle cards here about discipline, commitment, if you believe, like having that that faith that what you want to create can happen. And I feel like there's going to be tests, or you're being tested right now, to see if you're serious about it. To see if you're like, oh no, I'll just go back to my life before the death card and the devil card. I'll just go back to that life. So it's like the universe is kind of pushing you and testing you, being like, do you want to go back to that life where you're blind and naive and unhealthy and unhappy, and like what do you want? Do you want to do this? Do you want to open the book? You know, like, let's go. I keep on looking at her book. All right, and so we have self-care oracle for you. Ooh, soak in a bath. I feel like when you are feeling overwhelmed by choice and movement forward, to soak into the bath. It's just a really good way to unwind and read. Try to do something more relaxing, like get off the screen, because maybe you're just on the screen a lot, but like really expanding your mind with really interesting books could be really fun. And I love to read, and I've been really working on personally reading more myself. So follow me on my Instagram. I post quotes from books and whatever I'm reading and all that good stuff. And we have a affirmation. I always have a choice. I choose to believe that it is easy to change a thought or a pattern. It is my choice to do so if you believe. If you believe, you know? So let's get into what is coming in love. Thank you next, energy. Song is linked down below. And then we also have some romance angels here. Okay, so group 2, what is next in love for my group 2s? We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, so someone definitely coming in real quick, real fast, like wanting to like, I feel like it could be even a message like on social media or like a dating site or an email, or I don't know. I feel like just like technology has to do with how you'll meet this person, but they're coming in like really fast. I feel like you're gonna get like an intuitive hit to go somewhere or to do something. And this is saying like, do it. Like if you're being called to go to the bookstore on a random day, like after work or whatever, go there. I don't know what that's about. All right, group 2, what's next in love? Ace of Cups. Oh, brand new start. So it's not someone that you know. It's not someone from your past. We are talking about brand new energy because you're shifting yourself into brand new energy. Next in love. Okay. All right, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Lovely. We've got the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person is going to be really stable in their emotions and their needs. I feel like they're very responsible, but also someone that likes to have a lot of fun. With the 9 of Cups here, like they really enjoy you know, like just romantic things like long walks, going to dinner, flowers, perfume, like long conversations, cuddling. Like I feel like there's a lot of like fun emotions like this. And then with the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like it's just this person's like balanced, like they have grounding, they have footing, like, and they help you feel grounded and help you feel appreciated and wanted. And I feel like it's going to come at a time when you least expect it, when you're not really engaged in like that. I feel like once your mind is clear of dating someone, isn't that always happens? Like this person's just going to come into your life and surprise you. And you're welcome to click on more of my love readings to get more in-depth, juicy messages, but we're going to go to the romance angels. We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It is safe for you to love. Yeah, it's safe for you to open yourself back up. You know, it could be one of the things where like this could be someone that lives a distance from yourself, especially if you're going to meet like on like social media or a platform or something like that. And so there is going to be, maybe that's what this card is more resonating with, is like there is going to be that time apart. But it's almost going to be designed for you. You know, your commitment is being tested. It's meant for you to like strengthen the bond and to focus on you and your craft and what you need to accomplish, and to not have that sad longing. So it's going to be like a challenge to like get together, if you will. But it's like, it's worth it. It's exciting. It's fun. It's safe for you to open yourself back up to that. So that's all I have for you, group 2. Feel free to give the video a like, comment a heart emoji down below. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. We are going to get started with encouraging messages, current energy, and stay tuned for the end where we check out what's coming next in the energy of the Ariana Grande Thank You Next song, which is linked below, as well as follow me on my Instagram for a lot more content and fun quick pick cards and all that good stuff. So let's start with your energy, your current message, your current energy, what is happening, what is going on, my group 3s. My group 3s, what is happening? One more card. All right. We got the Moon, King of Cups, Justice. Back of the deck, we got the Queen of Swords. So with this Moon card, I got a lot of like healing, releasing, crying, journaling. I feel like this is kind of the energy you have been in or are just releasing, like you're kind of letting go of this kind of sadness, this stuck energy. You're kind of shaking off this energy. You're not really wanting to stay in this. You know, it feels like this is, you know, but it's also like a lot of stuff has come to light and come to surface and come to realization, which in turn has, you know, included like a longer process of healing and moving on and recognizing. I feel like, you know, there's just like this sadness in you, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to be sad or angry or upset, you know, and sadness is huge. And you know, if you really try to pinpoint, like, why am I sad? Is it because I'm lonely? Is it because I'm bored? Is it because I'm heartbroken? Is it because my life feels lackluster? Like, why? Like, finding out why you feel sad. And then don't try to like fix it. Don't try to like run away from it. To just embrace, okay, I'm sad. That's fine. And it's okay to be sad. And, you know, the reason why we're sad is, and there's a difference between sadness and depression, of course. But depression is like linked to it. But depression is when, there's a quote by Jim Carrey about depression that's beautiful. And it's like, the reason why people are depressed, I'm going to butcher it, is because their soul is depressed, like squished, like minimized, small. And you're sick of playing this character in your life. And you're sick of how your life is going. And so you've become small and squished, and then when you get squished, all your emotions come out. And so it's like a shift needs to happen, a change needs to happen, because you're not happy with your life or your job or your relationship or how you feel stuck or the mask that we are forced to wear in today's society. You know, you have to put this mask on when you go to the store and people are like, how are you? And you're like, I'm fine. You know, like people actually don't really care, and everyone's in their own world and everyone's busy, and there's not connection anymore. Or like maybe you're just grieving loss, you know, maybe you're just sad, and it's fine. It's fine. But I don't see you staying in this energy forever, because I think things are going to shift. I think things are going to change. Either you're making changes in just even your mindset or your goals, or, you know, maybe you've been trying certain things and you've been trying them for a while. And I guess another quote is from the great motivational speaker, Tony Robbins. He asks, have you really tried everything? Like, call yourself out. Have you really tried doing it differently? Have you really put yourself outside your comfort zone? Because the comfort zone we can stay in and then become dull and bored and, you know, be drawn to substances or addictions or just escapism because we're bored and, you know, we have nothing going for ourselves. And so to grow and to expand, you have to push that comfort zone out of the comfort zone into the uncomfortable zone, you know, within, you know, don't obviously be reckless, but, you know, and then that expands your comfort zone as soon as you grow. And then you grow, and then you grow, and you grow. So, like, have you really tried everything? Like, try something else. Again, if you are depressed, obviously seek help. Maybe a therapist is a good route. Even if you're not depressed, maybe you just need someone to talk to, and talking to someone that's not a family or a friend or your lover, like, is good because they have a very unbiased approach, because they don't know you. They just know what you're telling them, and they can help you process those emotions. Okay. We're going to get off that topic. We've hashed it out. We feel it, but you're not going to stay in that, because look at this beautiful King of Cups energy here. Like, this is the ultimate master of control of his emotions. And he's wise about his emotions. And, you know, flip-flop the gender, of course. But he feels powerful in his emotions and needs and wants. And that's what you're shifting into, is this powerful ability to know yourself and to know what you want and to grow. And he's like cool as a cucumber. There's like no rush, no worry. He's taking his time. He is processing his emotions. He's letting his emotions flow. But he also knows that, you know, his monkey brain is different from him, his soul. And so there's this disconnect from his emotions. not a disconnect. Like, he still feels his emotions, but he's a master of his emotions, because there are only a few things that we can control in our lives, and that's ourselves, our choices, our actions, how we talk to ourselves, and our emotions, and, you know, a couple other things, just generalizing. But, like, we can't really control things that happen on the outside. For example, my Instagram wasn't working properly, so I, you know, deleted the app and reinstalled it, and a month of my work of drafts were completely gone because I didn't realize that I didn't really save them. So I got mad, and then I was like, well, I could stay mad all day, or I could be like, well, that sucks. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe I need to make better ones. So it's almost like that. Like, yeah, get upset, but don't stay in it, you know? And then with the Justice card, I feel like there's like retribution coming for like all your hard work that you're putting in. You know, there's almost like this beautiful payoff at the end, because there's much more control here. You know, Queen of Swords, strength underneath. Like, what else is this? Six of Cups. Yeah, like, you're just finding that that power again. You're finding this, ooh, how do you describe it? Like, you're seeing all aspects of yourself. The Strength card I always like to think of as the shadow self, you know, investigating the darker aspects of yourself, but gently, you know, by sticking your hand. Like, if she is the light side and the tiger or the lion here is her dark side, if you will, all her traumas, all her bad experiences, all her mistakes, all her coping mechanisms. And if she's gently reaching to search, to investigate why the lion acts the way it does, there's this power in that. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's move on to your beautiful oracle cards, and we'll get into your love, what's next in love after, of course. All right, let me mute my phone. I didn't realize it was on. All right, no need to worry. Yeah, and these are angel oracle cards, answer cards, whatever you want to call them. But there's no need to worry. I feel like there's like so much strength coming to you very soon, that whatever you're worried about, there's no need to worry. Like, again, think like King of Cups, cool, calm, and collected. If something is changing, transitioning, again, what can you control in that situation? Can you control the outcome of, for example, if you get that job or not? Not really. But you can control how you feel while you wait for an answer. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have imagination. Ooh, beautiful. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. Yeah, maybe during this transition period with the King of Cups, you're going to come into a different way of doing things, like, but in a more creative, fun way. You know, I feel like you're going to be embracing a new being of yourself. Does that make sense? I don't know. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You can. Your will is stronger than you think. I think it's David Goggins that has this. He's a little bit extreme, but, you know, he says this in regards to working out. Like, usually you give up when you still have 40% left, or something in that regards. I'm going to butcher all these quotes. But it's the same thing. Just when you think that you can't keep on going, you probably have 40% more left to give than you actually realize. Obviously, be gentle with yourself, especially during a time of healing and grieving and transitioning. I feel like so often we want to be done with the healing and grieving. Like, we want to just be done with it, go away, whatever. For example, like, I lost my father, 2016, and it's still like a process. I still miss him to this day, and I've kind of just now accepted when I do feel that come up to just be like, okay, that's fine. It's part of the process. It's not bad. It doesn't mean I've lost any of my healing process. It's just, it's actually more beautiful when I get reminded of him, and it makes me feel really happy, like happy sad, I guess. Okay, anyway. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. I feel like you're going to start building, your own place in this world. Like, even if you are alone and lonely, especially here, there's 2 people there too, you're not really alone, because there's energy, there's spirit, there's God, whatever you believe in, there's this energy, there's this activity always around you. So you're never alone. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to call up those friends you haven't talked to for a while. Like, they would probably love to hear from you, or text them, or whatever. Don't just try to do things alone. Seek the support that you need. All right. End of a tough cycle approaches. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. What did we say with that moon card? So yeah, it will not, I guess the best thing about life is the only constant in life is change, So even if something seems like really crappy, it can only get better, right? Or it could get worse and then better. But for the most part, it won't always stay shitty. Okay, you got your self-love card here. Create art. Yeah, imagination. I feel like get really creative with, making art, feeling, it doesn't even have to be good. Just get some paint and slap it on and make something like really, modern or abstract. It doesn't have to be like perfect and doesn't have to be published. Like, create it. Not for money, just to create it, And your affirmation is, I am open and receptive. I believe in myself. I say affirmations that reflect what I really deserve. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into what is next for love for you. Next in love for you, group 3. Oop. Okay, where is it? We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Maiden of Swords here, and we got the 2 of Wands with the cheeky butts, and we've got the 9 of Wands. And on the back of the deck we have the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. So I definitely think, I feel like there's going to be, it's like a journey. I feel like whoever you're going to be engaging with is also someone like very creative. Maybe it's someone that you're going to partner with or work on something with. This card is all about collaboration, if you will. And so maybe that's going to be something that comes in is, and it might not be the person that you're collaborating with, but maybe it's like someone that they know, but there's like some kind of link to collaboration or working together or working with others, that kind of spark something. And then there's this like kind of curious energy around you of this 2 of Wands, this Maiden of Swords. It's a little bit like clunky, but they seem like a kind of really fun match, like someone that's kind of push you outside your comfort zone, maybe travel somewhere together or travel to your town or you travel to their town. I feel like there's this kind of energy of like fun, excitement, but it's like lighthearted. I feel like it's not super, super serious. If it is something serious, it will be slowly, slowly built. It's like no rush, no worries. And 9 of Wands here is like, again, your hard work is paying off. Don't give up on that perseverance side. Like this card is all, I always think of perseverance when the 9 of Wands comes out. And we've got perseverance, end of a tough cycle approaches, lots of encouragement of just keep going. Okay. And I do have more love readings on my YouTube channel if you want to get a little bit more in depth. Also, I have personal readings, good too. All right, let's see what we have for your romance angels. You deserve love. Yes, yes, yes. And this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. So I think right now you're just kind of going through the emotions with that moon card. So you could be a little blinded by who this person is. So I think, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? So that's all I have for you, group 3. Feel free to give the video a like. Please comment a heart emoji if you liked this reading. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hi, group 4. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be getting into kind of encouragement about being single. We've got kind of your current energy that we'll look at for tarot. And as well, stay tuned until the end where we look into what is next in your love life with the theme of the Ariana Grande song, Thank You, Next. Okay? So we are going to start with tarot cards. Also, by the way, feel free to follow me on my Instagram channel. Instagram. I post a bunch of fun extra tarot stuff, books, all that good stuff in there every day. So let's get into group 4's energy. Okay, fine. It's just very, I mean, I did see the devil pop out, but I was like, I'm not there yet. Let's see what else. Group 4, current energy. Okay. Okay, so we will take that devil card into the reading. Back of the deck, we got the 9 of Torches. So with the devil popping out there for a second, I definitely get the energy of just coming out of dark times, you know? I feel like just shifting out of like the winter into spring kind of energy. But we're not going to talk about it too long because it just popped up for a second and we don't need to hash it out anymore because you already know. So let's move on. Okay, so we have the beautiful Ace of Cups coming out. Ooh. I feel like with the Ace of Cups, your energy is like open and receptive. You're not yearning, you're not looking, you're not desperate, you know? You're not trying to find love. You are really, you've worked on your self-love and finding your happiness again and finding your goals again and reconnecting with friends again. And there's this energy of like, yeah, okay, be kind of cool, but like I really could care less. I could care less about, I guess, starting like a relationship. But there is this like turn of events. There's almost going to be this like maybe 2 people coming into your life. It's interesting. No one else had this kind of energy, but I feel like this is, you're already in the energy of attracting someone without even wanting to attract someone. You know, I feel like, why are we crooked? Here we go, better. But this 2 of Pentacles here is all about making a decision. You know, pros and cons list of person 1 and person, you know, 2. Like, how are they? I feel like you're just going to start dating, like a bunch of people. Your boundaries are like firm, you know. You've got this kind of attitude about yourself. 9 of Torches, 2 of Swords, yeah. Princess of Cups. You've got like a little bit, interesting. Not a wall up, you know, but you have protection up. When you meet these people, you're not going to just fall head over heels. Like someone's got to prove their worth to you. You're not just going to be like, okay, sure, yeah, to get into you. So you have the Princess of Cups and then you have the Star there underneath. They have to prove themselves. There has to be persistent action or communication. There has to be persistent, like continuous proof, evidence that it is worth your time because your time is precious here. But I do feel like luck is on your side with finding someone. And again, we have like this kind of very stubborn energy here, which in a way is helping you. It's not hindering your progress. It's actually helping you to be really picky and to make these people like kind of prove their worth to you almost. Because before you just okay, sure, you're cute. Let's try this. It's like you're kind of not just letting it happen. You're making sure that there's evidence there. You're like, well, you got to prove to me that you're worth my time. Are you smart enough? Are you engaging enough? Are you loyal enough? Are you communicating enough? Are you open emotionally enough? Like, show me. I feel like that's kind of your attitude, especially with this Two of Swords here, like, and the Two of Pentacles, like, show me you're worth my time, because I will allow you into my life if it's worth it. But if it's not worth it, but I feel like you're also going to be dating like a bunch of people and really just exploring different personalities all at the same time, which is really great because it's like an open book to kind of compare personalities to. You can be like, well, I'm seeing this person and they have this quality, but this red flag. And then this person has this quality, but this kind of like not so great. And then this person has this. And then, oh, they've actually got 2 red flags. You know what? I'm going to check them out. And so I feel like it's going to be really easy for you to compare and contrast because you're going to be talking to multiple people. And so it's going to be easier to make a decision. But I feel like it's going to take some time, but you're in this kind of energy of, yeah, you're an open book, but you're also trusting the process and you're trusting the guidance and the luck and the turn of fate, if you will. You're like, I'm not rushing anything. These boys or girls have got to work for it, work for my attention. Like, I'm not just going to sleep with anyone on the first date. Maybe kiss, but maybe not. I don't know. But if I like go to a date and like I'm not feeling their vibe and it's like weird and awkward, like I'm just gonna leave like after an hour and be like, no. Like I feel like you just don't have time for that anymore. Yeah, you're sick of these sad people. I feel like just there's a lot of sad people out there in the world. As someone who is, also like dating and stuff like that, there's a lot of sad people out in the world, and I don't want to date a sad person because I'm doing the work on myself and I want someone equally matched. I'm not there to be someone's therapist or parent or caretaker. Like, work on your own stuff, your ish. Like, I'm not, no. I'm looking for someone to add to my life, not complicate my life. And that's the kind of energy you're in, for sure, which is really fascinating that you're kind of already in that energy of like openness, but there's walls. If you want access to me, you're going to have to work for it. I love it. All right. And so we have the energy of let go. Not let go of boundaries, but to let go of the control aspect of it. Of when, where, why, how. And I feel like that's the energy that you're learning to embrace, is to cut people off or to say no, or to have that strength to just be like, oh God, I don't want to deal with you. Ooh, spicy firecracker. You're like, it's this energy of not being afraid to be single and to say no. Like, it's this energy of just letting go of the outcome or the process. It's just like you're just letting things happen. There's no rush. There's no rhyme or reason. You're just, I don't know, you're just doing your thing. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yes. Yeah, you're just trusting the process. And you're listening to your intuition of like what steps to take, what people to allow in, what people not to allow in. Like, you're really like, there's this energy of you just have no time for it. We have baby steps, action, allow your intuition, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yeah. I feel like with the baby steps, like you're not rushing into any relationship or any friendship. There needs to be evidence. There needs to be proof. There needs to be harmony. There needs to be balance. Like, and you are willing to slowly progress these relationships. I feel like new friendships as well are going to be appearing in your life. It's almost like, yeah, the spring has sprung and everyone's coming out of hibernation, and you're like, there are F boys on the loose or F girls on the loose, and I am going to protect my energy and just be careful. We have a look at the bigger picture. Yeah, I think you are doing that. With the let go, looking at the bigger picture, trust, you're taking steps back. Instead of, you're letting people come to you and show themselves to you before giving them the pedestal to stand on. You know how we put people on a pedestal? I feel like you're like letting things show themselves before putting people on a pedestal. All right, and your self-care oracle is be still. Yeah, I think being still is going to help you take a step back, process what these people are. Do their words match their actions? Do I like them? How do I feel after I spend time with them? Do I feel good? Do I feel drained? Do I feel neutral? What do I feel? You know? And then we also have some affirmations for you. I follow the path of right action. I choose my thoughts to be in line with all that is for my highest good and greatest joy. All is well in my world. I feel like your alignment, you're just there. You're just like, I don't have time for this. I will let my whole being vibrate with light. I know that the universal power is everywhere, in every person, place, and thing. Yeah, again, that trust and just being in your power. There's this energy that you just are, you just don't have time for these like silly, fluffy, whatever. So interestingly, let's see what's coming next in love, because your standards are high. You're not having time for this crap. Let's see who wants to come in and surprise you. Like, group 4, who is coming in your love life? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. Someone emotionally aware, emotionally available. Like, just refreshing. Like someone that will be honest. I feel like this person, when you meet them, you know how sometimes it takes like about 3 months for someone to kind of start to show their real color, 3 or 6 months, depending on the person. But I feel like this person is going to show who they are right off the bat, because they're not afraid, because they know who they are. They're not afraid to feel what they feel. And I feel like you're going to notice that right away, that this person is very honest and open about maybe what they're working on, how they are, and all that good stuff. Ooh, the Mother of Cups. Yeah, like this person is just emotionally mature. They're just mature in general. Maiden of Pentacles, and stable, and a little bit spicy. Ooh, I love this. I love this person. Yeah, so you raising your standards and setting it a little bit higher has created this emotionally mature human being to come into your life, who's not afraid to have hard talks or to communicate what they need or what you need. They're really stable, they're really grounded, they're really like level-headed. They feel like they have their head screwed on right. They're not wasting your time, you're not wasting their time. There's honesty, there's no, there's a wall up for them too. But it's the same as yours. It's not a wall where they're just like, no, to everyone. That voice was a little crazy. It's more of a wall that has a door and has a key, but, you got to earn the key. It's like a quest. You can't just hand out keys willy-nilly, because there's going to be multiple keys and people are going to lose them and disrespect them. come use the key at any time of night. Like, no, 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 no. You've got to earn the key to my wall, and then like I'll let you in. But like I feel like they also have that kind of standard. And then they are a little bit spicy, which, like, you know, I think you've been missing a little bit of spice, a little bit of fun, a little bit of romance, a little bit of laughing. I feel like you're a little bit, you do have the Ace of Cups where you're kind of feeling in your power, but I feel like you're lacking a little bit of spice, a little bit of fun. And this person is definitely here to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of fun, a little bit of romance. It just seems really great. Yeah, so I do offer more love readings on this channel if you want more in depth, but that's all we're gonna kind of touch upon right now. Let's see what your romance cards have to say. Finances and career, yeah. You could meet this person through like work or a friend of a friend that you work with, or like someone's like, I know someone, or they just invite you out and they invite like their other friend that they work with or something like that, like a social setting. Ooh, this situation involves marriage. Now, if marriage is not something you're looking for, this could, I like to think of this as commitment, you know, agreeing to be the only one that you see, and having that loyalty, if you will. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group 4. Feel free to give the video a like, comment a heart emoji, your favorite heart emoji down below. Until next time, take care of yourself.